Hello everyone, my name is Dawn Priolat, and in this video I want to address, for those of you ladies who are asking the question, why doesn't he call me? This can be so frustrating, and I want to say there's a guy named Greg Barrett that wrote a book called He's Just Not That Into You, and I'm sure that he would say his answer to this question would be, you know what, if a guy's not calling you, he's not taking initiative, he's not asking you out on a date, if you always have to be the one doing the work, then it could be that he's just not that into you. And I know that that's not what you want to hear. So, having said that already, I do kind of agree with him. But in addition to that, because I'm an intuitive and I work with energy, what I would like to do for you today is I want to guide you through some EFT tapping about this, because when you're in a state of frustration, when you're feeling anger, when you're feeling resentment, you are not going to be able to connect with your own intuitive knowing. And anytime you try to handle something coming from a place of energy, of a place of anger and resentment and that kind of energy, things are liable not to go too well. If you come at him with anger and resentment, you're liable to end up in a fight, in an argument, and that is not going to resolve anything. So here's what we want to do here. First of all, let's clear the feelings, the negative feelings that are coming up around this, so that, and at the same time, we're also going to, I want to help you to let go of your attachment to having him do or be anything. Because as long as you have an attachment that he's got to do this, or, you know, I want him to do that. Well, you can't want something and have it at the same time. Does that make sense? In the same way that you can't sit and stand up at the same time. If you're wanting something, that means you don't have it. You can't have it. So let's fix the energy behind this, and let's get to where you're feeling better about it, so that you can then be able to listen to your own intuition and see things more clearly and go for a solution from that place. Okay? So we're going to start out tapping on the karate chop point, which is on the back of your hand. And we're just going to acknowledge how you feel right now, rather than trying to deny it and push it down, and which causes dis-ease in the body, by the way. So we don't want to do that anymore. We want to acknowledge your feelings and at the same time let them go, release them. So here we go. Just repeat after me and tap on the points as I show you where to tap. Even though I am so freaking frustrated that this man never calls me, why do I always have to be the one to do all the work in a relationship? Why do I always attract these men who don't want to do anything? They're just lazy. I'm expected to do everything. And the truth is, I really feel kind of disrespected right now. I feel hurt, and I feel sad because I don't feel very desirable right now. I don't feel very desirable when I feel like I have to chase him. This really sucks. That's the truth. And I love and accept myself, and right now I'm going to just honor how I feel about this. Even though it's just not fair. Why do I always attract men who don't want to call me? Why do I always have to be the one who makes the first move? Sure, he responds once I call him, he responds, but it's like he never takes the initiative to just call me or even just send me a quick text in the middle of the day and just say, hi, how you doing? That just so rarely ever happens anymore, and it's just getting worse as time goes on. And I just feel like he's really taking me for granted. I feel like he's really not valuing me as a woman. He doesn't really feel like he has to really work for me anymore. It's like he's taken me for granted. He already has me, so now he just doesn't have to work at it anymore. And I choose to honor my feelings about this, and I love and accept myself, even though this is so frustrating. I hate this. I hate being in this position, and it always seems to happen to me. These men, I attract these men who just are lazy. No, men just don't want to work anymore to gain a woman's love. They don't want to do anything anymore. They just want to sit around and just wait for me to call. And I just don't want to be treated like this anymore. But I choose to love and accept myself, and I honor my anger, my sadness, and all of my feelings about this. And I'm also willing to let them go. And I'm willing to let go of my need to have him do anything or be anything in order for me to be happy with my life. Because my feelings are more important to me than anything, and I would rather be happy than have this ruin my day. Now, we're going to tap through the points, starting with the top of the head. I'm so frustrated about this. And I'm afraid that this is just the beginning of things really going downhill. I am so frustrated about this. And I'm really worried that it's just going to get worse. That this is just the beginning of him taking me for granted, of him treating me badly, of him disrespecting me. I'm afraid it's going to be just like it was with the last guy. There's a part of me that thinks, you know what, I need to just stop calling him. But then I'm afraid if I do that, the relationship will just end because he will not call me. He will refuse to call me. Although I guess I'll have my answer. If I was wondering how much he cares about me, I guess that would give me the answer right there. But I choose to love and accept myself. And I choose to honor how I'm feeling right now. And I choose to be willing to let go of my need for him to be or do anything in order for me to be happy. I can be happy no matter what. Okay, so I hope that that has calmed down a lot of your feelings about this. Just check in with your anger, your sadness, and of course I forgot to have you measure in the beginning, but go ahead and take a measurement right now. And for example, ask yourself from 0 to 10, how angry do you feel about this? Or from 0 to 10, how sad do you still feel about this? Now, if you've gotten it down to, with 10 being like I'm really, really frosted, if you're down now to like a 5 or less than a 5, then that's pretty good. And then in the next video, I'm going to take you through another aspect of this, which is, because if this is a pattern for you, the thing that I want you to recognize is that you may not be, on an energetic level, you may not be resonating with having the kind of man in your life who does call you and who does actively pursue you. for some reason you may not be in vibrational resonance with that, which may mean that there is a limiting belief that is blocking you. And so, and it may be causing a conflict in the energy there. And so I'm going to address that with you in the next video. So again, my name is Dawn Priolet, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and join me in the next video because we're going to do a continuation of this. So I'll see you there.